Hello. I'm gonna do some good old core crystal opening since, well, I'm just in the mood for it. It's not like there's any big event. I just want to. You cannot resonate with any more core crystals right now? Is that just in general? I'm just going to choose to imagine they're going to a farm upstate instead of just being destroyed, considering the bond they have with their drivers.
Let's create the path you believed in.
Or maybe they're just permanently part of the mercenary group now. Yeah, let's go with that. They're part of the mercenary group.
Goodbye, then. So I wasn't strong enough.
Yeah, see, they make you feel bad.
I'm going to miss you.
Stop guilt-tripping me with something you're making me do, you stupid game. Oh, finally I got something. Okay, not Kosmos. I actually don't know who this girl is.
I am Perun.
Oh, boing. Jeez. Okay, ice. Not bad.
I swear this. I will uphold virtue wherever our path leads us. Now, let us attend.
Jeez, those physics are really overdone. Holy shit. Okay, it's another ice attack blade, which is going to be awkward once we get Proxy in here, or what's her name. Oh, that one looked special. I didn't recognize that shape. We got someone in it at the very least. Is that her? There she is. Jeez, it's about time.
Kosmos. Obey strategical multiple operation systems. All systems operational. Are you my master?
Ah, finally. Alright, let's knock out a few side quests. Whew. I have something of a special request to ask. In particular of you, Rex. Huh? You're asking me? Not Zeke? Correct. You are the Aegis' driver first and foremost, but you are also a salvager, are you not? Oh yeah. Up until a little while ago, that's how I made my living. It so happens I used to dabble in the salvaging business a little myself back in the day. You are a salvager, your majesty? I'd had enough of the interminable drudgery of the nobility. I decided it was time to discover the real world. So I can't exactly fault Zeke for his own actions. I'd started salvaging on a whim, yet before I knew it, I was desperate to get my hands on treasures of legend. Cool, I'd never have guessed. So, did you find a legendary treasure? I'm afraid not, but I did manage to pinpoint the location of some. We were working on designs for a machine we could use to winch it up, but the sudden passing of my father brought an end to all that. Since then, I haven't had the time for treasure hunting, let alone salvaging. Oh, so why are you telling me all this? Because I thought it was about time I started enjoying life again. I'd like you to retrieve the treasure I located all those years ago for me. I would do it myself, but these old bones are far past the age for reckless gallivanting. If you could gather the treasure and put it on display in this very room, I would be truly grateful. Well, your majesty, you definitely picked the right guy for the job. It'd be my pleasure. Oh, splendid. Then let me get to the point. There are, in total, 4 treasures I'd like for you to retrieve. The first is in Hammer's Head in Temperantia. If you use the best quality cylinders in certain weather conditions, you'll find the treasure, I believe. The second, the Golden Sunstone, lies in the land of Moratha. As I understand it, a salvager attempted to retrieve it from the cliffs of Moratha, but fumbled and it sank deep. And then there's the Calamity Puzzle. I hear Nopon in Argentum finally got his little wings on it. So I suppose that one is less about salvaging and more bartering. And finally, the Orbital Skyreader, at a salvage point in Spirit Crucible Elphis. I didn't even know there was a salvage point in Elphis. Indeed, it is not easy to spot. It seems like a void of nothingness, doesn't it? But in actual fact, it joins the cloud sea in a number of places. I'm certain that we'll find what we're looking for, but the precise spot escapes me. I suppose we ought to try looking at a few different locations. I'm sorry to be asking so much of you, my boy. Back when I was a child, there wasn't a salvager in Alrest who didn't dream of claiming those treasures for their own. Whoever found all four would be renowned for generations to come as the salvager among salvagers, and they would have bestowed upon them the title Salvager Supreme. Once you find them, I'd like you to place them on the altars behind me. Wow, altars? You've already thought this far ahead? Let's just say anticipation is a keen motivator. Well, my boy, best of luck. Alright, well, I definitely have plenty of salvage blades. High quality cylinder in certain weather and temperantia.
Alright!
Premium cylinder. If anything was going to do it, it would be this.
This stuff is what I live for. You're all mine.
Yep, there it is. I figured it would be the storm.
Oh.
So I want to be going up here? I just go to the wrong side and waste like 10 minutes because of that little thing? If so, that's kind of annoying. Verdict says yes. Okay. I understand it falling from this... How did it end up in this room? Whatever. I found it. What's my next destination? Argentum. And Spirit Crucible Elphis. Let's do Spirit Crucible Elphis. Down to that salvage point there.
Treasure acquired.
There it is. Alright, now just negotiate with some people in Argentum. Pilo Pilo. Ladies and gentlemen, auction of today is soon beginning. Anyone who not yet register for auction, please sign up quick, quick. Looks like friends have enough gold. Now must decide group representative for bidding. Meh? Me spy budding bidder with shiny glint in eye. Maybe today be very good auction. Oh, this is for Adenine instead. What I'm looking out for in this auction is a Tome of Moratha. Most of the tomes in the auction are written in ancient Nopon, but there's a rumor a Morathan tome might show up. With all the money you've brought, I bet I can win against anyone else foolish enough to bid for it. Looks like it's about to begin. Well, I'm getting a little nervous. Next tome is this Tome of Moratha. Full of strange symbols nobody can read. Text completely useless. Tome itself quite heavy though, so maybe useful as doorstop. Start bidding at 1 gold. 2 gold. 3 gold. 10 gold. Oh. I'm not a fan of Nopon auctions. They're always so lazily paced. Everyone's reluctant to raise the bid because they want to get things for as cheap as they possibly can. But I want that tome no matter what. You know how much we ought to bid, right? Let's finish this in one fell swoop. 30,000 gold. Meh? You sure not add 0 by accident? What kind of nincompoop pays 30,000 for doorstop? What's so great about book nobody can read? Sounds like the words of a bunch of sore losers to me. Going, gone. Tome of Moratha goes to high bidding blade over there. Haha, thanks for that. This is just what I wanted. I was impressed by your decision, by the way. Personally, I thought we'd have to go up to about 100,000 gold to satisfy them. Looks like you got us a real bargain. Okay, well, Not what I expected, but not complaining. Zub Zub, huh? You come to see legendary treasure too? This calamity puzzle, incredible, astounding. Zub Zub finally make dream of salvagers around world reality. Wow, pretty impressive. You feel of staring? Then Zub Zub go to sell treasure at Central Exchange now. Meh, you want calamity puzzle? Well, Zub Zub planning to sell anyway, and it heavy to carry around, so not actually worst idea. Selling for 500,000 gold. Now see why friends surprised, it reasonable going rate. Had to wait super long time until it's tight in an exact position. Then lift up using expensive gas cylinders and crazy good wire. Zub Zub not sell for less or else not turn out profit. I mean, I have it, so sure. 1, 2, 3, 500,000. All there. Calamity puzzle all yours. Extremely heavy, so friends be careful when carrying. Much thanks. Would have cost Zub Zub 5,000 gold to carry to Central Exchange, so it was a big help. Okay, Zub Zub return to treasure hunting now. Thanks much again for purchase. Alright. That's all I need for the king. Let's hope it made him happy. I'm running out of side quests to do.
Meh. Long journeys make Tora tired.
Then it'll just be grinding through blade
and
quests.
set off again.
To think that they were controlling Genbu itself. No more core chips were being produced, so there was no longer any need to offer anything to Indul. Slowly but surely, Genbu is returning to its former vitality. We were hoping that our problems were over. We have been far too lenient on Indul, it seems. And from all this, there is something else I now understand. That it is you who have the power to determine the future of all rest. An engine, interesting. These are all mechanical pieces. I didn't quite get that from all the names. What's the Calamity puzzle then? Alright. Orbital Sky Reader. Oh, hey! I'm pretty sure I saw that part in the original Xenoblade, thinking about it. At some point. Anyway. We have all your treasures, your majesty. Oh, what a magnificent spectacle. You must have toiled a great deal to locate all 4 treasures. On a day's work, I guess? Rex, I hereby Rex, I hereby anoint you Salvager Supreme. Salvager Supreme, that sounds... forgive me. I acknowledge it as a somewhat old-fashioned title for a youngster such as you. No, I like it, really. It's got a nice ring to it. Salvager Supreme, a salvager among salvagers. I'm honored, your majesty. It is I who should be thanking you, Rex, for fulfilling an old man's dream. It is not just the title you have earned, but my deepest respect. It is only fitting that you receive an ample reward. Salvage King. Alright, development level 5. Tantal is done. Well, with that all done, I'm going to do this one support down in, heart to heart. Over here first, the one at Genbu Port, since it's here.
We're here.
Let's get going.
And then I'll do the one over in Spirit Crucible Elphys.
Pandy, I just had a thought.
Oh no.
Don't be so quick to judge, you don't even know what I'm going to say.
Well, you're not the most sophisticated of thinkers. I can read you like a book.
Hey, you can't talk to your driver like that. Go on then. If I'm so easy to read, what am I thinking?
You are that easy to read, and you just came up with a new title for yourself. Bingo! You are so predictable. Go on then, what is it this time? I promise not to laugh. You can tell your big sis.
Big sis? Wait a sec. What makes you think it'll be something to laugh at? Listen, when I tell you my new title, you're gonna be proper impressed.
I'm waiting.
Zeke von Genbu, chaotic bringer of chaos.
Oh, Zeke.
Oi, I heard that. You can't deny the coolness of the name, surely.
Of course not. It's very cool. Suits you down to a T. Super cool.
You're not even pretending to be serious. Why don't you try again?
It's so funny watching you guys.
Oh, hello, Pyra. You arrived at just the right time. We're getting nowhere with Pandoria. Pyra, lend us your judgment.
Who, me?
Yes, you. What do you think? Zeke von Genbu, chaotic bringer of chaos.
Honestly, it's kind of goofy. And it's redundant as well.
I'm sorry, Zeke.
My prince!
Too blunt. It struck me right to my very heart.
Hang in there! It's just a flesh wound. You're going to be just fine.
Huh? Is Zeke okay?
No. Remember me well, friends.
God, I love Zeke.
What? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean... I just let my thoughts spill out of my mouth without thinking.
My prince!
What's happening? Should I get help?
Pyra, you monster! You're killing him here!
Who would have known that Pyra could be so deeply cruel?
That wasn't my intention at all. I'm sorry. I just thought that the joke wasn't up to your usual standard.
Ah!
Oof.
My prince! A mortal blow! It's going to take him some time to recover from that.
The joke wasn't up to your usual standard. Oh, God. Ooh, so many heart-to-hearts to find.
So how'd you like this palace, eh? Just as good as your Ardanian one?
For a man who abandoned his country, you're certainly proud of it.
Hey, that's a low blow.
Do you think you'll return for good someday?
That's a toughie.
What is it that's stopping you?
Hey, Morag, is your country important to you?
More than anything.
That was kind of out of the blue.
Come on, just tell me. Would you protect your country over anything else in the world?
Without a doubt. Why do you ask?
Well, I mean, as a prince, of course you're going to want to protect your country and your people. But is that enough?
What do you mean?
This world, it's stretched to its limit. We've both seen that on our travels. Now, my old man, he closed off our country from the outside world. Why? To protect his people. But that's not a real solution. That's just running away from reality. Maybe you can protect your own people like that for a while, but when the world ends, you're just as dead. I just couldn't bring myself to agree with the way he does things.
And that's why you left.
Yeah. If I can use my power to help save the world, even a little, I figured that's what I have to do. Help the people who need it.
Loyalty to everyone, loyalty to all people instead of loyalty to your own people.
Of course, I was younger then with naive ambitions. In the end, I just wound up learning how powerless I really am.
But you haven't given up yet, have you? You're still trying to save the world.
Of course I am. If you don't have the power, you've got to try even harder. If you can't do it alone, then you've got to find some friends to back you up. Morag, you're one of those people, right? Someone I can count on.
I'm with you, Zeke.
It was never about countries for Zeke, and I definitely respect that. So let's go do this heart-to-heart with Corin.
Coming to this place always calms me right down.
I know what you mean. It's so empty, in a good way.
They've got a good salvaging business going, but the place isn't bustling like Argentum. And they don't have a super developed primary sector like Gormott. If you just want to live out your days in peace, there's really no better place.
You talk like an old man sometimes. What do you think, Morag?
I would like to live here a while.
Oh, wasn't expecting that from you.
Seeing such hospitality has been a refreshing experience for me. It's lovely to learn how the common folk live. I quite agree. It's very different from staying at a city inn.
I guess you two are used to the high life, huh?
Are you so different yourself?
Now he's been traveling for a while.
Since we left Tantal, we've been spending a lot of our nights roughing it up outdoors, huh?
Sure have. It was pretty tough when we were camping out, waiting for you lot in Oriah and Mor Ardain. Always on our toes, thinking you might show up at any moment.
Yeah, I don't miss those hungry camping days. We came pretty close to eating turturs.
Let's not talk about that, it's painful to remember. Waiting in the port here was pretty alright though.
Yeah, we could rest up in the ship at least.
It sounds like you've been through a lot.
Stakeouts are one experience I would rather avoid.
Anyway, that's enough about the past. There was something I wanted to ask you, Morag. You've seen how smashing this place is, right?
Smashing.
I'm just worried that Mor Ardain and Oriah might wind up fighting over it or something.
Not anytime soon, I should hope. If either nation were to make a move on these islands, it would be tantamount to a declaration of war. Mor Ardain, at least, has no desire for such conflict.
Ah, right. Well, that's pretty reassuring at least.
Why are you so invested in the fate of these islands anyway?
Because it's where Adam died.
Because there's no place like it in Ulrest.
That's quite the grand statement.
I reckon an environment like this is the only place a chap like Rex could grow up.
Oh?
Like if a kid grows up in Alba Cavendish. He's going to want to join the army, right? Not saying that's bad or anything, but I don't think a kid like that would wind up as the Aegis's driver. Can't be easy raising the kind of boy who could change the future of Ulrest. All the world's nations and establishments aren't going to foster that kind of potential. But this village, it's cut off from all of that. A place of freedom and possibilities.
Ah, I see.
Once in a while, you actually say some princely stuff.
Shut it, you.
I have to say, I agree with Zeke. Villages like this have an important place in Ulrest. We must do our utmost to keep them all from harm.
Loving all the Zeke interactions. And yet another heart-to-heart.
Hey, Gramps. You were protecting this place for years and years, right?
That I was. 500 of them, in fact.
But all that time, I was a kid in Fonstead. I never noticed you doing anything like that.
Well, things have been quiet for the past few centuries. Given 200 years or so, rumors pass into legend, and people stop taking them so seriously. Long ago, drivers used to enter this place quite often, but their numbers have long since fallen off. Besides, the entrance itself will not open for any but a Leftherian. And sad though it may be, the population of Fonset is on the decline. Fewer and fewer people are even aware of this place.
I see.
So you actually had work to do back in the day, eh?
I'm no layabout now, either. I was the one who told you of this place, if you recall.
Sure, whatevs.
Whatevs.
Honestly, Nia, you're just like Corinne when she was younger.
Ha! Really?
I'm not sure if that's a compliment.
She was quite the little firecracker. Even came in here once as a child.
Whoa, pretty gutsy.
Though she turned back upon reaching the bridge, she must have sensed that this was a place to be feared.
It's protected by the village's guardian spirit, after all. Anyone in Fonset would know it's not a place to enter lightly.
To fear and to respect are two sides of the same coin, you know. The people of Fonset understand the importance of this place on an instinctive level.
Only thanks to you, Gramps. You've been protecting this place for centuries, right? I think it's probably thanks to you that the villagers have such powerful respect for the village guardian.
Yeah. You can't have respect without someone to keep it alive.
If it were not for the Titan Azurta, this place may truly have been forgotten by the world completely.
Well, I don't think anyone's put it to me quite like that before.
You've done good these past 500 years.
Yeah. Good job, Gramps.
Oh, more than anything, at times like this, I just feel thankful that I'm able to travel with you all in this form. If I'd remained in my old body, I might never have come here and heard those words.
I thought you were going to say something profound, not just bask in the praise.
Alright, I'm gonna call this here for now. More to do next time. More Blade quests or whatever, but for now, I'm gonna call it. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you next time.